Like, how do you see that the sneaker industry and the collecting cultures evolve, like, will be evolving in like the next 5 to 10 years? Like, you've already been collecting shoes for 11 years. Like, what do you see in the next 10 years? How
You
everything's
know,
gonna go?
I think at one point it's gonna. I mean, you can already kind of see it now. It's gonna die out. Like, because there's a lot of shoes now that are getting released and people are not hitting them like they used to. Do you know the Jordan Amir collaborations? So it's it's a good quality shoe. Like the inside's quilted and everything. Like great leather, great suede. There was actually one pair out of the three or four that I don't even remember how many came out. I look. I'm gonna look silly for that one. But there's one pair that came out and it was sitting and you could actually get it for under retail at certain places. But it's because I think there's just so much that hits the market.
Saturated.
Yeah, like it's oversaturated. Like you have practically three pairs of Jordan ones that come out every week. So it's just like I think at one point people are just like, hey, you know what? Like that's cool. Like I'm gonna pass on. I'm
Yeah.
gonna pass on. And after a while, it's like the shoes are just sitting and sitting and sitting. And I think that's the reason why right now Nike is reaching back, saying, hey, you know what? We're gonna re-release this pair. We know how rare it is, but we're gonna re-release this pair. Like the Jordan, what is it? The Jordan 4 Rare Air. I mean, that's one that like for shoe collectors, if they resell it, it's a high value.
Mhm.
And right now, a lot of them are saying, "Hey, that's not fair. Why are you re-releasing that? Like, that's not cool."
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Because it kind of loses the rarity of it, right? But then they go by like the serial number and then things like that too, right?
yeah,
Like all the different. But I can see that because I'm like, I don't know how many pairs of up tempo. So these are the Bulls 96 that my boy got me, and I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. You know what I
right?
mean? But it's like this like nice little suede, and then just the way it looks. But you're right. I like when I started looking at up tempos, there's like a million pairs of up tempos in every color that you can fucking think of. So I
Yeah,
was like, I can see how you're saying that over time. It's like they're so saturated that it's kind of like it's not even special anymore, right?
yeah. I mean, there's a few pairs of Dunks that have come out recently, and I'm just like, yo, I can get that right now for like $108. Like, I think I might have to take that offer.
Right. Well, that's the thing too. It's kind of like, and that's how it kind of works out too. Because I'm like, all right, cool. They're not that rare. I could spend $120. I
Yeah.
won't spend two, but I'll
Yeah,
spend
right.
120. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like those. Like, all right, I'll fucking know that. But with that kind of segues to the next one. Like, what's the most out there pair of sneakers in your collection?
Let's see if you remember this one.
All right, let's see. Oh my god, I do remember these. Hell yeah, I do remember these. Tell us about these.
I acquired these ones because I mean, just look at them. They're out there. They're weird. Jimmy Dukes, you invited me to a party. I don't remember if it was a party in Cooperstown or if it was over there up in the mountain. But you invited me to the party. I showed up wearing these, and you're like, "What are you wearing?" Like you basically said, "What are those?" before "What are those" became a thing.
Nice.
And I was like, "Yo, you don't like these? Like these are the Jeremy Scott 3.0s. These are the Dark Knights." And you were just like, "What?" Like, no, like I can't believe you're wearing those.
Dude, when did these come out? Because yeah,
Oh,
you're talking
man.
that's like years for sure though, and they're
Yeah.
still in great condition.
That has to be at least like 11, 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Like
Dude, I remember these, dude. I do remember these. So what are the Adidas? What Dark Knight? What?
they are the Wings 3.0, the Jeremy Scotts, and then
Who's
AKA
Jeremy Scott?
AKA Dark Knight.
That looks crazy.
Yeah.
And like it says Jeremy Scott right here on the side.
And then who was it? Kofi from WWE was wearing the gold ones.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, this guy's out here wearing my shoes.
Dude, I do remember these. Yeah, these are out of there, man.
Right.
That looks sick though. But that's the thing too that I've always liked about you, that you're always willing to try like, something that's out there, and it's not like people are looking like, what the fuck? But these, like, I've grown to appreciate shoes over time more and more,
Yeah.
like the uniqueness, the way they look, the certain colors. I mean, not that I'll wear a lot of different shoes, but I'm like, all right, these are dope. You know what I mean? I can appreciate them. You know what I mean? Kind of like I say that with music. Like I don't listen to country, but I can respect it.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Just like shoes, like This is not something that you see my ass wear. I mean, I might just for some flash and shit, but
Yeah.
these are dope.
Can't wear those ones too long. These are uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you that. Like it's got a little like removable sock liner, almost like old school like recreational rollerblades. They're heavy like a boot.
Yeah.
They're not comfortable.
But they look dope. That's the best part. Do you have something that's a little more unconventional and unique other than those? Not that with you or like other shoes that you know that are kind of out there or like something unconventional that you have.
So I came across. So you know what? At one point I was building a gold collection.